The Miami Dolphins have a massive game coming up, and if there's one thing that's crystal clear, it's that winning this matchup against the Indianapolis Colts is going to come down to just a few critical factors. The stakes are high. Everyone's buzzing about what needs to go right for this team to get that W and build some momentum. So let's break it down, piece by piece. First up, there's the ground game. Let's not kid ourselves, the Colts' defense against the run has been flat-out weak. They're giving up over 155 yards a game, which, in NFL terms, is like rolling out the red carpet for an offense that's ready to rumble. The Dolphins have to take full advantage of this. Look, we've got Tyler Huntley stepping in at QB, and as solid as he's been, we know the key to making his job easier is pounding the ball on the ground. Enter Devon Achane, Raheem Mostert, and Jalen Wright. These guys have to be the engine. If Miami can run the ball effectively, it's game on. We're talking about controlling the clock, keeping the pressure off Huntley, and wearing down that defense play by play. You keep hitting them in the mouth with a solid run game, and eventually, cracks start to show. And here's the thing, if the Dolphins can establish a rhythm with the run, everything else opens up. The Colts' defense gets stretched thin, and then, boom, the passing game starts to click, too. It's all connected. You dominate the ground game, you control the tempo, and suddenly, the Colts are playing on their heels, reacting instead of attacking. That's exactly where Miami needs to keep them if they want to dictate the flow of the game. But it's not just about running the ball. Let's talk defense. The Dolphins' defense has one major task in front of them: contain Anthony Richardson. This guy is a problem. He's athletic, fast, and can hurt you both with his arm and his legs. The Dolphins cannot afford to let him break loose and start making big plays. You keep him in the pocket, you limit the damage. This is one of those games where the defense has to be disciplined. Richardson can scramble, and if the Dolphins aren't careful, he'll turn what should be a 5-yard loss into a 20-yard gain. It's that simple. The Dolphins need to shut down his running lanes and make sure they're getting pressure on him while keeping him contained. And let's not forget about the Colts' run game. It's not just about Richardson's legs. The Colts can move the ball on the ground with other backs too. The Dolphins' front seven needs to own the line of scrimmage. If they can keep the Colts' ground attack in check, then you're forcing Richardson into uncomfortable situations, 3rd and long, where he's more likely to make a mistake. And mistakes are exactly what Miami has to capitalize on. Speaking of mistakes, that brings us to the turnover battle. Every single coach in the league will tell you this: win the turnover battle, and you usually win the game. For Miami, it's even more crucial. Tyler Huntley is stepping in at quarterback, and he has to protect the football. There's no room for careless interceptions or fumbles in this one. If the Dolphins can play clean football on offense while their defense creates a couple of turnovers, that could easily be the deciding factor in a close game. Turnovers swing momentum, they change field position, and they get inside the heads of the opposing team. Miami has to stay sharp here. Now, one more thing that can't be overlooked: Jonnu Smith. The Colts are dreadful at defending tight ends. This is a big opportunity for Smith to make his mark. The Dolphins are going to keep pounding the ball on the ground, but that's only going to open up space for Smith and the other tight ends to make plays. Smith is a big, athletic target, and if the Dolphins are smart, they'll take advantage of those mismatches. He could be the X factor in this game, a go-to target when Huntley needs to make a crucial throw. So, here we are. The game plan is laid out: run the ball, contain Richardson, win the turnover battle, and get Jonnu Smith involved. It's not rocket science, but it's going to take execution. If Miami can nail these key areas, they'll be in a prime position to grab that win and inch closer to getting back on track before Tua returns. It's all about doing the basics right, one play at a time. Let's see if they can pull it off.